Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today on another video. This is part 3 of previous videos 1 and 2. Actually, I was supposed to put up another section of video before this, but unfortunately I deleted those footage by mistake, so I end up had to just put this one in third place. Alright, so today we're going to focus on putting on the head and set the timing and like. So guys, you see what's wrong here? That each shield I should have put on before I put on the head onto the block. So you don't have to go remove it and put it down there first. Set it anywhere down there. Just set it anywhere behind you. Just make sure it's out of the way of the block and that you can laying back down the head now. There are 2 dowels in the block that you have to make sure that you gently put the cylinder head over them and make sure that they're slotting properly. Alright, there's also 2 stud in the head that you want to make sure you guide them into the header, right? And once you do that, they're basically just set down in it and you can just carry down the head onto the dowels them and you're good to go like that. While putting in your head bolts, guys, you're gonna wanna make sure that it has the washer on each of them, and also you can keep a little oil on each of the bolt threading section for easy guidance down there. To torque down the head bolt, you set your torque wrench to 26 pounds. I don't know if you can see it on here. 20, you get to 6. You lock it there. Make sure that it's there. Alright, and you lock it there. So that's 26 pounds, and then another 180 degree on each bolt. Tightening pattern, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Okay, I should probably run them in a little bit more, have to save some time. So guys, what I did, I just give them a little untightening, all 10 of them, so as to when you start the torque, you don't have to be doing all this around and around. Alright guys, so here we go for 1. Hi guys, so after you torque each of the bolt 26 pound foot, now you get a marker or anything that can actually mark the head of the bolt, right? Because you're gonna do another 180 degree turn. That's after you already do the 26 pound foot torque. All right, so what I did, I just get a little brush, because I don't have a paint, I don't have a marker. I get a little brush with a little bit of paint, so I could just touch each of the head. I don't know if you've seen that down there, right? So it means that when I turn, I can now identify where I should stop for the 180 degree. I'll do the same pattern as when you were giving the torque. Alright, so you basically focusing on those marks that you make just to have the 180 degree turn. Yep. Alright guys, so that's the sequence. 26 pound-foot on each bolt, and then another 180 degree, and that's the tightening for your head bolt. Now I'll be tackling that exhaust manifold. I'm going to tighten it up and put on also the heat shield so I can finish up with that side. Then I will come and put in the cams, prime up the head here with some oil and put in the cam. Then after that, then I will tackle the timing chain, set the timing and get the timing chain cover on. Okay, so then it comes it was raining a little bit, as you can see the place wet up, and I had to stop and then I come back on it now, but I kind of feel tired and I feel so I'm probably gonna just cut this video short here. I'm gonna just pause for a little bit. If I get rest, maybe I'll come putting in the just finish up if I can today. If not, then it's tomorrow I'm gonna come back on this. Alright guys, so thanks again for joining me. So guys, after a little short break, I end up just connecting the exhaust manifold, bolt up tightly, and the heat shield. I'm feeling fresh. I think I'm gonna continue. It's still a little light out, so I'm gonna just continue and to see how far I can get. Guys, I want to tell you this: when you put your head on back, I recommend you cover it with a piece of towel or whatever cloth you have. One, because you don't want anything falling inside of there. Two, when you're bolting up the exhaust manifold, and I'm speaking especially to the silica guys, because I know our engine basically is a little tight behind there. So put a piece of cloth or a piece of towel when you're going to work on the exhaust manifold and the heat shield, because trust me, them edge here will cut you. It's very sharp. Alright, so that's done around there. What I'll be doing now is I'm gonna put in my cams, make sure everything is all, because I actually clean up this all of these footage is gone, because I clean up my head, block, all of those things, but unfortunately my mistake, I deleted all of those before ending up editing a video to put out. Right, so this is where I'm at now. I'm going to be putting in the cams. Hopefully I'm done in time, and I can also put the timing chain and the cover on. And remember now guys, you're going to want to put in your caps. Remember, you're going to want to put in the caps exactly how you get them out. Alright, remember that. So what I did, I basically put my cap, I took them out and I replaced them exactly how I put them on. So I have no problem right now just fitting them back exactly how I get them out. I'm just gonna put a little oil on the journal and these places where the caps are gonna sit. Alright. Later on, I'll put some fresh oil onto the cam itself. Remember guys, the main caps here, they have a slightly taller bolt than the regular caps. Alright, So you gotta look at what you put in there. 4D, there are 4 that is a little bit taller than the regular ones. Night has come, guys. Was trying to set the timing chain. I know I have to get this there, but it's getting dark and I am hoarse and I'm tired. So I'll pick this up in the morning. Yes, so it's morning and I'm back at it again. Got a long way to go. Before the sun comes up. But first I'm going to tackle the timing chain there. Take it from there. Alright guys, so never mind, don't mind the radio playing next door. Some lovely gospel music has been playing. Alright, so I got my timing all set up. The timing the 2ZZ engine, there is 3 mark on the timing chain. Alright, you got to carefully get them in position and lined up properly. So for the one down there, I would say put on your chain onto that sprocket where you have that little beanie hole right on the sprocket first, and then when you put it on that, make sure that it lines up with this little cut in on the oil pump marker. Right, once you have that down there set like that and you put on your sprocket, because you know you have to kind of use something to knock it on and get it into the key lock right there. Okay, all right, before you even start all of that, I would suggest before you put it on the head, get your cylinders in the position that you want them to stay. So meaning that number 1 cylinder, you're gonna have it all the way up to the top. Right, usually you can do your testing by putting a screwdriver down in the plug hole, take out the plug, put that and see that it's on top. But you can do this by making sure that it's at the very top. Another way of knowing that it's at the top is this little key that is on the crankshaft. Is all on the top, the very top, and line up with this little, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing down there, that little section, and the key should line up right straight. You gotta be careful also because once the engine is in the car, it's a little tilt, so basically you might be thinking yes it's straight and it's lined up, but it's not. So you gotta check that very careful. All right, so passing that, once you get that out the way, there's 2 marking on these cam ratchet I should say. All right, so don't watch my red, it's actually orange marking, orange and yellow down the bottom on the 2ZZ. However, mine was a little bit fade, so I painted them with some little red paint, fresh it up so I can see it very brightly. All right, so once you have down there all sorted out, you can put your sprocket on, your chain guide on, right, just to have it lined up. Then you're gonna, first of all, there's another important that you want to do before you even start doing that. Your cam, you want to point these 2 kind of in the air, sideway in the air towards each other. All right, once you have it there, then you're actually on the right track. Then you want to have your first marking on top lined up with this line you have here. Okay, then the other one you want to have it on this marking. There's a little hole and a little slot right there, if you can see it, guys, right there, and then on that one also there's two holes on the exhaust sprocket. There's a little hole and there's a EX and there's a little hole, and then there's also a little hole on the intake sprocket. Those two holes you want to make sure that they're lined up also. Once that is lined up and your markings are all in place, you should have your chain looking like this and very stiff right here. All right, you'll see down there is a little bit loosey and here. All right, so what happened is that when you put the timing cover on and the chain tensioner is released, then it gets everything all stiff like that. Oh yeah, I go ahead and clean up the little lift, the little filter inside there, and the other one to the front of the engine. Sometimes, guys, we forget about these little filters and they get clogged up and things, but they're very important to clean up sometimes, you know. I think I'm gonna end the video here because I realize that my videos are getting very long, and a lot of people don't like to sit down and watch these videos for, you know, this long time. So what I'll do, I'll just cut it here, and the next section of it is just to finish up and put the rest of the stuff on the engine, and shape should start again. So thanks again, guys, for joining me, and for if you stay this long, double thank you, because I know it's not easy just sitting there watching stuff that you probably already know and all of that. So thanks again, and hope you join me for the next one.